All right, so welcome back to Module 2 of the Email Millionaire System. In this module, we're going to be talking about how to position yourself in your emails, in your follow-up sequence, in your VIP newsletters, in your broadcasts, as an actual celebrity, as an authority to them, to your list. Because as we talked about, when you are the celebrity to that person reading it, you have total authority. You have total compliance. So if you tell them to buy this, they buy it. If you tell them this is what you need to do, they do it. Whatever you tell them, they're probably going to do. So it's crucial that you represent yourself and you position yourself as that celebrity and as that authority. So there are, I think I got 7 main ways that we're gonna do this, 7 main points to it. So what I'm gonna do, everyone here, if you can pull out email 6, where it says the Millionaire Family. I'm gonna read sections of this to you as you guys go over it, and then we're gonna talk about the major points that I used in it to position myself and how you guys can use it yourselves as well. So this is the second email that they receive in the follow-up sequence when they sign up for the Millionaire Switch. So this is the second email. So day 1 is you sign up for this, here you go. So we talked about the first email in the follow-up sequence is welcome to the family, here's what you're gonna learn. This is the welcome to the family, here's what you're gonna learn email from Millionaire Switch. Also, notice how closely similar it is to the Make Women Want You one. Same template, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is probably the most important email that I've written you because in it, you're gonna hear something I've never promised you before. You're gonna hear something I promise you've never heard before. Read this closely. So if you're currently reading this email, it means you're a brand new VIP customer of the Millionaire Switch for Men. Excellent first step you've just taken, my handsome friend. By the way, did I ever tell you about my psychic abilities? They're kind of sort of insane. Watch how much I know about you already. Here's what I've gathered this far. You're one of the elite few, the rare man destined for greatness. You get better every single day. You take huge action. You bet on investing in yourself. You lean towards your edges every single day. Go after the exact things you want. You get the money you want. You get the deals you want. You get the females you want. You live the life you want. And you get all of it in the most attractive, most positive, most dominant, most win-win, most free-flowing ways possible. Bottom line, you may not have started there, but after a little time with me here, you are now in the top 1%. And what a family we are. Everyone see all the fucking framing that I just did? So even if the guy isn't this person, does he want to be this person? Doesn't every guy want to be like that? So we're already rising him to a new level of identity, a better level. I'm building his self-image already. Okay? And on top of that, that is also giving huge value. Right? How to might be here. Building someone's confidence and self-image up, more valuable. Okay? So it's not positioning at all. I just want to point that out. So it's a long indoctrination. Since I know about you, there's a chance you might not know who I am as well as I think you should, blah, blah, blah. So I think a quick introduction might be in order. So my name is Jason Capital, and I'm the success coach your mom never wanted you to meet. It's because I'm raw, I'm blunt, I give truth, I swear, and oh, I'm going to make you a dominant, powerful, influential, unstoppable, self-made millionaire this year. Trust me, ask any of my 12,000 plus case studies, they tell you, JC, no things, okay? Okay, so one thing I want to point out, we're going to get to the main components that are going on here. Notice the sentence where I say, I'm famous for a few different things. So I'm kind of introducing myself, and I say I'm famous for a few different things. What embedded command is in those first 2 words right there? I'm famous. What kind of people are famous? Okay? This is one of the best fucking phrases that you can use over and over and over again. Okay? There's something called the law of 7 to 21, or 7 to 21 times. What it basically states is that if someone hears the same thing 7 to 21 times, that's it. They got it. Okay? So if I say I'm famous, even if it's for, I'm famous for my attraction techniques, I'm famous for the Millionaire Switch program, I'm famous for being the coach who says fuck every 10 seconds. Okay, if they see me say that 7 to 21 times, it is embedded in them. Not that I'm famous for those things, but that I'm famous. Okay, and there's 2 guys who both have a millionaire program, and one's this random guy on the internet, and the other one's famous. Who's gonna make more sales? Famous guy, right? Kardashian, PhD from Harvard who cured malaria. Kardashian. Okay, I'm famous. This is why literally the 7 to 21 thing. I was in the car last night. It was like midnight. I'm driving home, and the song on Sirius came on. That was Haley's song from Eminem. Who here knows that song? Dude, 2001, I think it came out, where he sings, and at the end he's like, I told you I couldn't sing. Like, it's a great song, right? I haven't heard that song probably in 10 years. I knew every single word. I was singing in the car. I knew every single word. I even know the song is 6 minutes and 14 seconds long, okay? The reason I know that is because I have heard it probably 300 times, okay? So fuck 7 to 21. Even though I haven't heard it in 10 years, I heard it that many times, it gets burned into your brain and it never leaves. Okay, so if you repeat the same thing 7 to 21 times to your reader, they got it. Okay, 7 to 21 times. This is why they talk about when you move into a new house, and you know, and let's say you wake up in the morning and it's dark out, and you're trying to find the light. You stand up and you're trying to find it, and you day 3 you bump into the desk, and by day 7, somewhere between day 7 and 21, you will not bump into anything. You'll walk right up. You'll know what to avoid, and you'll be able to turn the light switch right away. Okay, because it takes 7 to 21 days for your brain to remember exactly the pathway to do that. Okay, 7 to 21 times. So I'm famous for a few different things, but by far, I'm most proud of being well known for my VIP newsletters, just like this one you're reading here. It's because they're going to change your life like they have for my 160,000 students in 112 countries. Okay, guys who are famous with 160,000 students in 112 countries on 6 continents. Again, positioning myself, right? Celebrity authority. And then I go on to tell them all the amazing things that they're going to learn in these emails. And a couple of these, I just want to show you how they work and how they trigger celebrity and authority. So if you go to the top where it says how Alexander the Great Does everyone see that? Okay, so by you saying, or by you implying that you know some secret knowledge about someone who's famous or a legend or like a great man of history or something like that, by you being the authority on them, you basically steal their authority. You position yourself one step higher on the ladder than they are. So I'm going to tell you how Alexander the Great discovered his true destiny in life, and you're going to use the same method. Celebrity, authority, positioning. Okay? Most marketers, beginners and intermediates, and fucking douchebags out on Team Capital, when they say this bullet point like this, all they're going to say is, I'm going to show you how to discover your true destiny in life using the method that I've used myself. Okay? We're talking about that's at lower level. Okay? We are one level above them, or probably 7 to 12 levels above them. Totally random numbers. So instead of me saying, I'm going to show you how to discover your true identity, it's how Alexander the Great discovered his true identity and then how you're going to use it too. So even this technique, this tactic, this method, I've instantly given it 10 times more value because I said it was Alexander the Great's technique. Now that other person who they said they're going to, they use this technique themselves and they're going to show it to you, it could have been the same technique that Alexander the Great used as well. But because they didn't say it and I did, I'm the one who gets way more value. And I position myself even higher, okay? Go down, next bullet point. How to use your body language to get what you want without saying anything, okay? My friend Dan Bilzerian is great at this, okay? Do you think I talk to Dan every day on the phone? No, of course not. Do you think anyone who's really successful talks to anyone else every day on the phone? Probably not, okay? He's not like a great friend or anything like that. We've hung out a few times, we saw each other, we say what up, right? But you call me my buddy, my friend, it doesn't matter. But because I say that, okay, there's celebrity there, right? This is a famous person who, famous people are friends with famous people. If you're friends with famous people and you associate yourself with them, you're gonna come off as a celebrity to your marketplace as well, right? Next one down. How to use vocal tonality to persuade and influence like a millionaire. This is a closely guarded actors-only secret of the highest paid actor in the world, Robert Downey Jr. So again, I'm the authority on a vocal tonality actors only secret. The fact that I know an actors only secret, what kind of people are famous actors? Celebrities, right? And I know these things as well. And I'm the authority on the highest paid actor in the world. Next one down after that, the Hugh Hefner secret. Okay, so I'm constantly, it's not just the thing, I'm building up the thing by wrapping it in famous positioning, celebrity authority, and I'm the celebrity authority on that thing. Stuff is so small in the copy, but it makes such a big difference in your prospect's minds. You go two down, how to think like a millionaire, this type of thinking started with Benjamin Franklin. So again, I'm doing it all there, okay? Next page, the very top one, how Jay-Z positioned himself at the very top of his marketplace and did a leapfrog on everybody in the mid to late 90s. So, who here has read the book Winning Through Intimidation? 0 for 6. Okay, so please everyone write that down. Great fucking book by a guy named Robert Ringer. I think it was like 1978 or 82 this book was written. He was a big real estate guy, really successful, and then in his 50s he wrote this first book, or 40s, Winning Through Intimidation. It was like the personal development bestseller of the 1980s. Probably the first half of the 1980s. Really, really good book. He has something in there he talks about called leapfrog theory. Okay, leapfrog theory. And what it basically is, he's talking about how he did real estate until he was like 29 and he just kept working for someone else and he kept basically being run around by guys who've been at the top for a long time, like the old boys club. He thought at some point he kept doing what they say and he was their whipping boy. Eventually, he would get anointed, like the magical genie would tap him on the shoulder and say, okay, you've made it now you're one of us. You can, tell other people what to do, etc. And you realize there's never gonna fucking happen because there is no magic genie that's gonna come around and anoint you a boss. Okay, you have to do it to yourself. You have to, but he's like, instead of me trying to climb this fucking ladder, I was like, why don't I just decide there is no ladder and just leapfrog everybody and just position myself at the top? Okay, leapfrog theory. So we did it, worked out really well. It's worked out really well for a lot of people since then, including myself, okay? Jay-Z did it in the 90s, right? He was a coke dealer selling crack in 1994, and then in 1995 he's calling himself the best rapper in the world, okay? So instead of him like working his way through the rap ranks, right, he's gonna start with the local and then he's gonna start telling himself he's the best in New York and now he's the best in America, no, he's like, nah, let's go straight to reasonable doubt and I'm the best in the world, okay, just leapfrog. So I could have said the leapfrog theory that's gonna put you at the top of your marketplace, but because I put Jay-Z in there, now I'm the authority on, one, the technique sounds way cooler. It's got celebrity in it. I'm the authority on the celebrity, therefore I'm the celebrity authority. Does everyone see how that works? Okay. And on top of that, you want to hear about it more because Jay-Z's involved. It sounds 10 times more juicy than just another technique. And you're going to remember it better because now I've wrapped it in a story. See how it all comes together? All right, good. So we go 4 down, how Caesar inspired death-proof loyalty amongst his armies. More of that. How to write emails, the one below Caesar. How to write emails that make you $10,000, $20,000, or even $50,000. Picture hitting send, then seeing 50 grand added to your bank account. I did it, and it wasn't very long after I'd been broke with no business and no email list. You'll make it happen for yourself too, here with me. Okay, so if you just try to position yourself as a total authority to your list, and you just tell them about your accomplishments, like, I love, if you literally just told them, like, listen, dude, I'm the best person in the world at writing emails. Like, literally no one writes emails like me. Like, last week, I sent an email, I hit send, and then I checked my bank account later, and there was 50 grand more in the bank account because of the email I wrote. If I tell you that, some people might believe it, but it's just gonna create resistance, right? Even though, you're like, let's say that's true. the person at home reading that, even though that's true, and that like, they should be like, holy shit, teach me that, a lot of them will just be put off by how you said that, right? And they won't believe it, even if it's true, even if you have proof, you have it notarized. They'll be like, nope, notary's his sister, it's not true. Right? They'll find disconfirming evidence however they have to. So how you position yourself is very important. So the way I did it here was I future paste them first, right? This is all in bullet point. Picture hitting send and seeing 50 grand added to your bank account. Future pacing. So I give them some value first. And then I say, I did it, and immediately, instead of me bragging, I go straight into my hero story in half a sentence. I did it, and it wasn't very long after I had been broke with no business and no email list. Telling the hero story again, even in a fucking half a sentence. And immediately I go back to them. You'll make it happen here too with me. So more bonding right there, like more mission kind of stuff there as well. Bottom bullet point on this page, how Richard Branson had fun while he got rich. Again, same thing there. And we keep going, and that's what they all do, okay? So, if you go to the page after the bullet points, you scroll down to the part where it says, now here's the catch. I'm here now. Now here's the catch. It's underlined. So part of positioning isn't just putting yourself at the top, but you get positioning when you tell them what you expect from them, okay? By me saying, this is what the guys on Team Capital are already doing. I expect you to be able to do these things too. I expect you to be on our level. By you having that frame, that mentality, and what you're doing is you're positioning yourself without saying it. Okay, if I'm saying this is what the top guys do, I expect you to do these things too. This is the rule, you have to abide by it as well. You position yourself at the top. So one of the most incredible discoveries I had earlier this year, it was just fascinating to me, I never thought about this, is that obviously if someone's a ruler, right, a king or a ruler, they have a lot of power, right? They're at the top of the food chain. They are the celebrity, they are the authority. What is the number one thing that all rulers have in common? It's not a throne, it's not power, it's not a concubine, it's not a mansion, it's not a castle. The number one thing all rulers have in common, they make the rules. That's why they're a ruler. It's the most shocking concept I had to sit down for 10 minutes. I was amazed at this. I was like, oh, it's so simple. That's why they're a ruler. Right? That's the behavior of a ruler. They make the rules, they set the rules. They are the ruler. So when this person comes into your new world, and you're saying, here are the rules. We got 3 rules here, here's how they go. They instantly see you as the ruler, because these are your rules. It's that simple. So I'm setting the rules right here. Okay, I'm saying it right here. Remember those guys I was talking about? They have a rule with themselves. It's not me saying, I am your ruler now. I am your ruler. They have a rule. They read every issue. Just like that, okay? It's possibly their most important habit. And if you're gonna stay here with us, you're gonna read every issue too. Okay, so that's the deal. I deliver, you read every day, you take action. So simple. It's literally the most amazing discovery. Like, I was just like, holy shit. This is so good. I just added an R to the word and my whole world just changed. I'm so happy right now. Okay, so again, if you have testimonials, those are always good for positioning. I talk about how many students I have. That's a really good way to kind of hammer home your positioning. You have that many students, you have this many people in this many countries who follow your shit. And by the way, if you have no students right now, you can say, my techniques have been studied at places like this. So for instance, Kevin here has a meditation program that he's been working on right now. So if it's new and he doesn't have 100,000 students yet, he can say, the techniques found in my trainings have been studied and verified at places like Harvard, the Mayo Clinic, and Yale, which is a true story. So you can get that credibility for your positioning just as easily without even having it. You could say more than 5 million people worldwide use these techniques every single day that you're about to learn. Right? I didn't say they're my 5 million people, but 5 million people are using them. Right? CNN just wrote an article about these techniques. They weren't from my book, but it's the same technique. Okay, so until you have that credibility, you can just borrow it. Just some creative wording. And then when I sign off here, Jason Capital, America's #1 success coach for men. I could have just easily left that out, but I'm gonna put that in there because this is the follow-up sequence, and again, 7 to 21 times. So I think the first 10 emails or something, I'm gonna put that in there in all of them. So they say it every day until it gets burned into their motherfucking brain. Jason Capital is the America's #1 success coach for men. America's #1 success coach for men. America's #1, I'm just kidding. Say it 7 times. Boom. Okay, so that's the second email. So you saw the different ways that I use celebrity and authority, okay? And by the way, you guys are probably all on an email list already. Read the bio box that goes in the bottom of every single email that I send out, okay? Because you want to see all the different ways I'm triggering celebrity and authority, it's in that bio box, okay?